All right, we're out here, people, and I can see the sale already. It's 30% off footwear. It looks like there's some pros here, so I'll show you what those guys look like. They look kind of ridiculous, but I mean, I'm one of them. So I'm excited. Good sales, some competition. All right, so obviously I didn't film too much in the store. I got about 7 pairs of LeBrons and Paul Georges for an average of like, man, it was 60 bucks minus 30%, minus 10%. So I mean, I'm paying around like $45 for each pair. There's some of the shoe boxes. There's a pair of the Paul George. Like, just really insane deals. I'm definitely gonna go back and probably purchase some more. I've spent $260 so far. I'm gonna go into Under Armour for a little bit, then I'll go back to Nike. It's a good day, man. It's a real good day. They have a real good sale in there, and they have a good selection of shoes. So it's a good day to be a reseller. % off entire store. Let's go. Under Armour had some cool stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I did not buy anything. I found a lot of cool stuff to buy for myself, but I held off. I said, Cody, you got enough clothes. I mean, you're not struggling for outfits. So I decided to keep that cash in my pocket, probably the best decision looking back on it. And as far as stuff to resell, they probably had stuff that was profitable and would work, but I think just the Nike stuff, especially Nike shoes, are just gonna move much more fast than random like articles of workout clothing at Under Armour. So I'm going back to Nike to spend some more money on inventory. I did it again, everyone. Another load of inventory from Nike. I dropped $450 that time. So that is like just under $800 spent. And it's all for autumn's inventory, so I'm probably gonna list it for it too. Man, I carry the ship, but it's all good. I love doing this stuff. Some drama did go down though. I'm gonna get in the car and tell you guys what went down, but it was pretty nerve-wracking actually, because I almost wasn't able to purchase all this stuff. All right, so I wasn't recording because I definitely couldn't have been recording in there. I'm for sure gonna have my guard way up more than I have in the past, but that place is pretty cool about letting me source. For those of you that don't know, once you get real deep into the resale game, you really make a scene in there. Like, you saw the people with giant piles of stuff. Some locations and some stores, and there actually was a store right over there, a Reebok, they refused my service. They wouldn't let me buy more than like $100 worth of stuff. And it's weird. There's no reason for it. Reezy Resells has a funny theory, and he says it's because the workers, the employees are mad that us resellers are making more money than them. And that's the only thing I can really get behind too. It's weird. It's so bizarre. It doesn't make any sense. So as you saw in the video, I purchased 9 items, 8 or 9 pairs of shoes. I spent $270, my first trip in Nike. I was like, all right, I got so much stuff, I can barely carry this. I'll carry it out to the car. I'll go get another load. Also, my thought process, I'm actually thinking of helping the employees, because when somebody buys 500 items, it holds up the whole freaking line, and there's other customers just buying 1 or 2 things, have to wait. So if I'm gonna buy 50 things, which I bought like 25 things today. If I'm gonna buy 25 things, I'm gonna buy 10, 10, 5 or something like that, right? So that I don't hold up the line or make a scene or disrupt the flow of everything that goes on in a Nike. Anyways, I bought like 8 or 9 things. I went to Under Armour. I recorded some stuff for the YouTube video. I went back in and I purchased like 17 things or something like that. You know, maybe like 10 pairs of shoes and 7 articles of clothing. This lady comes up, talks to me. She's talking to me like she's the fucking police, and I just committed a crime. And she made a scene, man. And I was nervous as hell. I was pretty scared, because I was thinking in my head, yo, I gotta be really respectful to this lady, because if I'm not, If I piss her off in any way, my ass is going back to Round Rock 2 hours away and I'm barely gonna have anything. And I wasted so many hours of my day, right? Like maybe 5 hours of my day total. But anyways, I said yes ma'am to her, no ma'am. And I explained to her, look, I didn't know this rule. She said she'll let it slide one time. So I bought a bunch of stuff. I spent about $700 worth of things, but I just wanted to document this in the video because for you guys that are new to reselling, you'll keep it on the DL. Definitely don't tell any employees that you're reselling unless, like, even if you build the trust. Over at that Reebok over there, I built the trust with this kid. He was like a high school senior or something. Seemed like a real cool athletic dude. And I talked to him every time I went in there. And he was like, dude, you always buy so much stuff. Why do you do it? I was like, man, I'm reselling it online. I'm a college kid. I'm paying for, you know, my rent and my tuition with this money. Next time I went in there, they treated me like, I don't even know. They treated me like crap. They treated me like I was some sort of criminal. And they did not let me buy anything hardly, unless it was stuff that was all the same size, men's. Very bizarre, guys, very bizarre. I had to have Autumn go in there undercover and source for me. It was a weird situation. Store and come fast forward to now, that store's closed down. Maybe they should have taken my money, right? Maybe they should have sold stuff to me. But stores don't think that way, man. And that's why these stores and these companies are going out of business. That's why YouTubers selling merch are literally outperforming some of these big businesses that refuse to open up their minds, refuse to change. Resell drives everything. Resell drives everything. So like Yeezys, what makes Yeezys hot? They can resell. Gary Vaynerchuk, entrepreneur, everyone knows who he is. If you're watching this video, know who Gary V is. He encourages the resale of his sneakers. He's the only person that encourages resale of his sneakers. People don't understand it. It's because, dude, the fact that the sneaker can resell, it makes people want the sneaker more. So when it drops, it sells out. But I see a lot of mistakes, man. I see Under Armour making the most mistakes. I see Nike making some real dumb mistakes, but Nike's so cemented in, they're probably fine. And I see Adidas doing a lot of things right. But turning down customers like me that are just spending $700, $800, that's a good way to go out of business, man. And thank God she let it slide one time. She's like, I'm gonna let this slide one time. You're gonna so you're gonna let me buy 17 items after I bought 9 an hour ago? You're gonna let that slide? I'm the customer, lady. I'm the customer. Come on now. What the hell is this? But it is what it is, guys. This video is pretty much turning into talking about this situation, and that's good. But the video's not over, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drive home, and I'm gonna break down everything that we got. Maybe show you guys how I list it too. So I'll see you guys back at the house. All right, guys, we are back at the house. I was thinking about recording a cool little transition where I walk in with the bags, but I barely made it in here with all these bags. It took me several trips, and I just don't feel like doing that. So I'll flip you around. I'll show you what we got, and I guess I'll talk about how much profit I'm expecting to return on these. So, over here to the left, we have the Jordan station. We got 2 pairs of women's Jordans. We have 4 pairs of the Retro Jordan 1, different sizes in those. And if you look on the tag, you'll see $49.99. Now it's 30% off that, then 10% off for military. So we're getting retro, or Jordan 1 Retro Ultra Highs for freaking like $32 or something like that. They resell for over $100. Then down here you have some Paul Georges right here, and then 2 more colorways. This is the money maker right here. Each pair of these were $55 minus the discounts, so we're paying around $35 for each pair of the PGs. And these are selling for $140, or at least that's the lowest price they're listed for on GOAT. It's a really interesting design there. And then down here, I got some Kyrie 4s. I like this colorway. They were pretty cheap, and I'm hoping that the value of these shoes goes up as less and less sellers have them. But those are $60, so after the discounts, we probably paid around $40 for these bad boys. Then over here, you have some LeBron Soldiers. I'm not sure what colorway this is, but it was one of the more expensive ones. So they had this shoe in all sorts of different colors, but this was the one that was more profitable for us. So I went with those, and that was $64, $64.99, so 65 bucks minus the discount. And that is it for all of the shoes. As you can see, our beautiful black cat Sunday. She's real excited about all these new shoe boxes that she gets to rub her head on the corner of. Over here, we have some clothing items. We got a pair of Houston Rockets shorts, as you can see there. San Antonio Spurs, logo somewhere in there. And then the Dallas Mavericks, we paid, I want to say like $13 for each pair of these, so we'll see what they sell for. And then over here we have a top women's long sleeve 1/4 zip, and then some leggings. And if you can see the price discrepancy there, you've got 25 bucks and 65. And then when you take the discounts off that 25, it brings it closer down to like 17. So paying 17 for a $65 item, you're gonna make profit reselling that on eBay, even if you give people good deals. And then we have the size large Air Jordan tracksuit here. I got the top and the bottom. Both of these pieces were under $20. I think together this set cost us about $25 actually together. So that's gonna be pretty profitable too. So sorry that I don't have the listings and all the stuff like that. I actually am about to list it. I'm gonna list the shoes on GOAT, then StockX, then maybe eBay. We honestly might not even list these shoes on eBay. I'm so sick of eBay, man. We'll list all the clothing items on eBay, and the goal is really to just switch to shoes only on the GOAT app only, and we're really excited about it. Overall, the final numbers, just estimating here, let's count it up real quick. I spent about $800 total, a little under 800, and then we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18 pairs of shoes that I'd expect about $100 each average. So that's $1,800, and we'll say $1,900, 20. So about $2,000 in sales on the GOAT app. Buyer pays for shipping. After the fees, we'll probably walk away with around $1,750. So we took $800 cash, turned it into $1,750 cash. And I expect, honestly, I expect to break even before Christmas time because everything is selling so quick, and then everything else will be pure profit throughout the month of January. So once you get deep into this game, once you start reselling and you start making big trips like this, your money from 2 months ago starts cashing in today. And then even if you tie money up today, it's gonna cash a few months down the line. So you're always cashing, you're always bringing in profit, and that's the way that you can support yourself off of this, what was once a side hustle, but now is really a full-time job, a full-time source of income. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so right now, and I'll see you in the next upload.